But there's a lot of questions about what the apps are going to do if Ethereum splits again. So remember, you could have a chain fork and you could have now not one, two, but three different Ethereums.
Yes, welcome back everybody to Altcoin Daily. My name's Austin. In today's video, I want to share with you what to expect in September if you hold cryptocurrency. So, like always, check the timestamps down below, hit the like button, and let's jump in, starting with the biggest event, the Ethereum merge happening either September 15th through 16th of this month. Questions, searches about the Ethereum merge are going parabolic right now. And let's talk about price expectations for this upgrade happening in about 2 weeks, as well as what the mainstream media is sharing with the masses. Now, just understand that if you're new to cryptocurrency, if you want to understand what the merge is, I will link a few beginner's guide videos down below. What it is, why the merge is important, linked down below. But in terms of what the mainstream media is sharing, listen to this clip of CNBC's Brian Kelly from this morning talking about will Ethereum pump after the merge, will it dump after the merge, and just how likely is a contentious chain split. This is about a 90-second clip. Watch this.
Hey, Beeks, real quickly, Ethereum, we have this merge coming supposedly in mid-September here. Ethereum, since I think the spring is traded in this range, 2,000 down to 1,000. Now it's kind of the midway of that point after just trading at 2,000. Is there a trade here, or is it fairly much a consensus thought that it should trade up into this event, and therefore maybe it won't?
Yeah, I think it's probably more a sell the news, right? I mean, which is maybe not that intuitive because in crypto you generally want to buy the news. But everybody has been buying Ethereum because they're going into this merge, and now you're going to get a so-called yield. And just so you know, it's not really a yield. You're just getting your inflation rewards back. So it's kind of offsetting the inflation in the currency. It's not really a yield. So I think if anything, there's probably a higher potential for a sell the news event going into the merge. And, you know, you could also have a technical glitch. Not only could there be a technical glitch, but there's a lot of questions about what the apps are going to do if Ethereum splits again. So remember, you could have a chain fork and you could have now not one, two, but three different Ethereums. And then what does your D app go on and what does it play on? So I think there's more risk to the Ethereum merge than people are giving credit for.
Okay, give me your thoughts. Just have to like the video real quick. Give me your thoughts on this and let's unpack this. Because BK really said two main things. Number one was buy the rumor, sell the news. What will the price do? And number two, how significant, if at all, will a chain split be? So first up, let's unpack price. And keep in mind, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just sharing my journey, what works for me. Do your own research. But I also tend to agree that this will probably be a buy the rumor, sell the news event. Meaning we pumped into the merge only to dump or do nothing the day of the merge. And the reason is because nothing fundamentally changes for the end user on September 16th. Yes, we transition to a whole new chain, proof of work to proof of stake. Yes, it becomes more energy efficient by leaps and bounds. And yes, eventually it will lead to a more scalable Ethereum, although not this month. All that does change, but for the end user on the day, and especially for the mainstream media in terms of awareness, nothing changes. For the last multiple months, since around June, July, Ethereum has been getting so much coverage, so much media attention, because this is a big upgrade. It is significant. But after the merge, the majority of that coverage will stop. Not by this channel. Altcoin Daily will always make a video, will always keep you informed as an investor. But for the mainstream, in a bear market, 90% of that will stop. So my best guess scenario is either the price stays the same, kind of stays flat, we pumped into it, and maybe we just level off after it, or we get a dump. What I don't see is the price then going parabolic after 90% of the mainstream media coverage dries up and after nothing fundamentally changes the next day for the end user. And let's talk about ETH dominance, because you may be saying, Austin, if this really is going to be a case of buy the rumor, sell the news, where was the buying of the rumor? Well, if we take a look at Ethereum on the weekly, this is the start of 2022, but really, in the last 3-4 months, since around the middle of June, the Ethereum price has been going up. And yes, you could say, well, Austin, I don't really see it because truly this has been all of crypto. This looks very similar to the Bitcoin chart, for example. And yes, all of crypto has been sort of rallying up since June, but here's the secret. Here's the key, what other channels won't share with you, but I will. Let's not just check out ETH against the US dollar, but instead check out ETH versus Bitcoin. Is the Ethereum price going up versus Bitcoin or going down? Because if it's been outperforming Bitcoin, that speaks volumes. If it's been underperforming, then this wouldn't be a case of buy the rumor, so we probably wouldn't see a sell the news. And here is that chart. Let's zoom out to around the same time frame we had before. So this is the start of 2022. This is around when Ethereum bottomed in the middle of June. And damn, even against Bitcoin, ETH's been going up. And that checks out. That makes sense just looking at Ethereum dominance. So in summation, what all that means to you in regards to price, I would expect Ethereum's price to either just stay the same or more likely probably dip because we are losing all that awareness. All that media coverage essentially goes away, the majority. Long term, still very bullish. And moving forward, the other thing BK mentioned was a chain split. Should I be worried? Well, first understand that cryptocurrency in general has seen chain splits before. We saw this with Bitcoin. Actually, just taking a look at a timeline of Bitcoin hard forks, we've had something called Bitcoin XT, that has since died. We had Bitcoin Cash, obviously, sort of a ghost chain right now. That was the most famous one. Bitcoin Gold was a hard fork. Point is, this has happened time and time before. And with Ethereum, we obviously have Ethereum used to be Ethereum Classic. Ethereum used to be Ethereum Classic. Again, it was a contentious split. People disagreed. Vitalik and the Ethereum Foundation went with the new chain. Most people followed Vitalik. But then we also had Ethereum Classic in the mix. And by the way, they will not be switching to proof of stake. They will remain proof of work. But the new Ethereum, the Ethereum we all know, became the prodigal son. Everybody considered that Ethereum. And besides just what Vitalik says, how can we tell? What other metrics tell us what the stronger, better chain is? Well, number one, hash rate if you're proof of work. But number two, developers. Ethereum has so many more developers, people building dApps, people using the network, than Ethereum Classic. Can you name over 2 dApps on Ethereum Classic? I can't. So point is, if that should happen to Ethereum in 2 weeks, around September 15th, 16th, just know, like Bitcoin Gold, like Bcash, like Ethereum Classic, there could be a couple more chain splits. But that's not going to affect you and me because Vitalik, the developers, the majority of people are just choosing the Ethereum, the one with the ETH ticker that we know today. Now, if there is a chain split, everybody that holds ETH will get multiple coins, right? Everybody that held Bitcoin got Bitcoin Gold, got Bcash when they split. But again, just because something has a coin doesn't mean it has value. Maybe you can get a quick sell if there's 2 coins, but I wouldn't expect any long-term value in those other chains' coins. Again, unless we see developers flock to those other chains, which I don't see that happening, or unless we see, all the miners of the Bitcoin network choose to support, or Ethereum Classic choose to support the next fork of Ethereum, not likely to happen. If you have a future question, another question about Ethereum, the merge, and you haven't already checked out this video linked down below, this video linked down below, or this ETH video linked down below. If you have another question, be sure to subscribe. I will be making an update video as your questions come in the comment section. I will keep you updated every day. All right, that is the video. My name's Austin. Like always, see you tomorrow. And by the way, fun times celebrating our B-Day last night in Los Angeles. Can you guess who's who? Let me know down below. Who's Austin? Who's Aaron? Can you guess? See you tomorrow.